that what you did?
Yep. Yep.
How was that?
Not as bad as I would have expected. Ass hurt.
Were you able to like stay on the bike?
Yeah. I mean, we didn't go like off-road biking or anything. It was all like trails and stuff.
Yeah.
And we're live. Welcome.
Ah!
Welcome.
Baka, welcome, Bird Gang.
Welcome to the Bird Gang Podcast Video Game Olympics preview show for round 3 of the Video Game Olympics that will take place someday.
Someday, probably in September. You know, I'm going to be home Labor Day weekend. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Might be a good weekend. Could be Labor Day weekend.
Saturday.
Look out for Labor Day weekend. Someday.
Yeah, Saturday the 3rd could work for me. I'm just putting that out there.
Could be Saturday the 3rd. Look out, people.
What about Sunday the 4th?
Sunday the 4th, I'm playing in New York.
What?
I'm playing in New York State. I'm playing in Panama, New York.
Gotcha.
Could be Saturday the 3rd. Michael sounds nonplussed with that. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm also going. I'm trying to hit the Canfield Fair this year.
Oh.
So I'm probably gonna either hit that Saturday morning early or pop off Saturday night, late night at the fair.
I'll go with you, Dave. I might go to that.
Man, you want to go to the fair?
It's been a while.
You can make that.
Yeah, I didn't. It's been a while for me. I haven't gone since COVID.
It has been sophomore year of college for me, I think.
Wow.
So 10 years.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Going to the fair.
Anyway.
We're going to the fair. Looks like September 3rd. I'm just going to say that's when it's going to happen. The next round of the VGO.
Making it happen. My sister's friend also has a wedding that weekend, but I think it's the 4th, and I don't think I'm able to go. A lot of shit going on.
Okay. Which friend?
Kate. You remember Kate?
I remember Kate. I don't remember many.
Kate is a college friend.
Okay, I don't remember Kate then. Yeah.
Oh, Chauncey knows Kate.
Yeah, I don't know Kate. Okay. We're on the rails. Yeah, we're on the rails here. And all right, here's the current standings. Mike Owl there. Michael Owlson. You got a terrible second round.
That was miserable. I am still disappointed in myself heavily.
Yeah, only scored 2 points. It was one of your worst rounds ever.
Yeah.
And one of the worst rounds in the history of the competition.
I mean, how it could only get, I guess you could score 1 point or 0 points, but has anyone ever scored 0 points in a round?
I think you have.
There's no way. 0 points?
0 points?
I don't know. We can check the stats later. I doubt I've ever scored 0 in an entire round.
I'm checking the stats right now. Let's see here.
I went from having a
I might have only done
miserable week.
You guys can keep talking.
See, I think every round, I think I've at least scraped out like a 3rd place in one game.
Michael scored 0 points in day 6 of the VGO in 2014. I think we had less games that day.
Yeah, that was it's like counting Super Bowl stats from the 20s or NFL championship stats versus Super Bowl stats or something.
Well, that particular
this guy scored 8 touchdowns.
That particular VGO, there were a lot of complaints about how long everything was taking, so we only played three a day.
We also had a different, I think, a different tolerance for this kind of thing. I think we put up with a lot more now because we just do it one day out of every month or something.
Yeah.
Rather than let's get together every Friday and fucking play video games.
My recollection of it was that it was one of those random, the year before everybody was good with the amount of games, and then just suddenly was like, well, and then the team game was getting stale, so then we didn't do that anymore. That type of thing.
What was That was 2014.
Yeah.
I mean, we were all in college. I don't know what the fuck else we would be doing.
I think it was just one of those things where people wanted to make a point.
Yeah.
So there you go. Playoff points, or Dave, Pigeon Pajinski, you had a decent round.
Hey,
That
real
was
quick,
it was a
Jared,
good week for me.
Are you intentionally sharing the entire program?
To you guys,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we could see it, but that's what he's streaming. We're just looking
Yeah.
at the back end of the streaming.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Unbelievable.
Michael breaking the fourth wall.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it was a good week for me. I felt good about it.
Yeah, two good weeks in a row for you. So you're trending in the right direction and sitting in a rare third place.
And only 4 points behind you, I think, is because I've been a distant third many times, but not a close third.
Well, I had a terrible round one, and then I had a pretty coked out round two here. So I gained a lot. I was in fourth going into round two. So
yeah,
made a big jump. Unfortunately, in the past era of the VGO, it seemed like if I needed something to go my way, it would go my way. And these past couple of rounds, I've had a lot of bad luck. I think it's starting to catch up with me.
You think it's bad luck or skill? I don't know.
Well, I think Chicken getting all that RNG in Mega Man was bad luck.
True.
I think us accidentally pulling up on the ColecoVision.
I knew this was coming back.
Was bad luck. Yeah. Well, I mean, I was about to win that game, and then our game that ended. If they designed Freeway in a way where it hit the timer, and then the next point ended the game, I would have beaten Michael. But they didn't design it that way.
Nope.
That's a lot of bad luck right there. Those are unfortunate breaks.
I
think
like
that
last one's not luck though. That's just design.
That's just how the game is.
Yeah.
Like we're playing the game.
I'll give you the first one is luck.
Well, the first one is luck, but what I'm saying is like some game design or good game design would have the game finish on a point.
Yeah, I mean, plenty of games end in a tie.
No, I'm not saying it couldn't end in a tie. I'm saying it would finish instead of in the middle of two people trying to score, it would finish on the next score.
Some games do that.
You know,
but the one that we happened to be playing did not.
Yeah. Like the NFL doesn't, the ball's in the air, it hits triple zeros. The game still goes on. They're not like, well, that's it.
Well, that's real life. That's not a video game.
Well,
we're talking about an 8-bit.
When it happens in Madden, motherfucker. Either way, had some tough breaks, and we'll try to bounce back.
I'm just not used to hearing these excuses from you. That's all.
I listen. I kicked your ass all. I scored 13 more points than you, Michael. So
Michael's talking a lot of shit for somebody that scored 2 points.
Two fucking points. But what I will say is, in the past, right, the second year we had the VGO, I lost to Chicken in the tiebreaker game, and I needed Dave to beat Michael in a test drive V-Rally race, and he did it to keep me alive. Like, that's good luck.
Yeah.
And
I see what you're saying.
Also won the Olympics playing Time Splitters 2 with 0 time on the clock, launching a rocket and killing Chauncey at the buzzer, which kind of like the Freeway thing. I got that in quicker, a fraction of a second earlier, and that's luck. There's no skill there.
Mm-hmm.
That's luck. So those things have not gone my way, but we're gonna have to catch up to Chicken.
Got some ground to make up.
Yeah. And I think you guys need to win some games.
I agree. I mean,
I was pretty close in 2 games. I feel like I could have pulled out a win, but just didn't know how to seal the deal.
Yeah, well, with all due respect, I mean, you're fine. It's really Michael that needs to get his act together. We don't have any expectations for you, Al, or Pigeon. We don't have any real, there's no expectations.
I don't know. I just had a bad round. I did great the round before that.
Chicken's got 8 game wins on the season.
Sometimes you get a bad round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I mean, what's lost here is Chicken's just outright domination of every horse shit fucking random ass game that we've never seen before.
Well, I will say this: that I've done a good job of creating the categories in such a way that somebody other than me can do this. So
true. Yeah. The categories have definitely helped this year.
Yeah. So we're going to get into how you guys voted. And I put it in the stream description. Questionable voting. Once again, I don't know how much methamphetamine people were taking when they were doing the votes, but this was a good one.
I know that. Go ahead, Michael.
I will preface this by saying that this is the first time before voting or during voting that I actually looked up some of the games.
Well, it sure didn't seem like it.
Yeah, well, to be fair, me looking up games is me ducking, if you will. I ducked for screen caps of the games. It's not like I looked at gameplay because that takes too long.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
It's good. First time doing that.
And for those who don't know, he's using DuckDuckGo. That's what that means.
That's the verb.
Jesus Christ, Michael! I thought Michael was using some fucking like hip gamer term. I was like unaware of. I was ducking.
But,
he wasn't listening to Watch the Duck.
God damn it, Michael!
Well, he was.
That's
he was.
You duck it.
Okay, so game 1, we're gonna go to game 1. I've actually forgotten several of the games, so this will be new for me too. Game 1, Tecmo Bowl.
There we go.
This is the original Tecmo Bowl. This is not Tecmo Super Bowl, so this is the game that came before it. We'll do a tournament style thing. We have not played this version of the game.
Very interesting that Owl voted this first.
Yeah, that's where.
Why isn't it updating for me? Anyway, keep going.
Tecmo Bowl, Michael. Why'd you vote this first?
Oh, there it comes. I don't remember. I looked it up.
And you thought a sports game.
It's a football game, Michael.
I did not do. Did I do it first?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it says.
Interesting.
That is interesting. So Keith,
who else was in this one? I don't know.
Yeah, we can see Chicken. We can see where you stand on this one. He is in the chat. Well, you guys can see the chat too, I guess.
I can see where I stand. Cowboy Chick. Why the fuck isn't he on the fucking announcement?
He may be at.
At Amanda's house.
Yeah. Key to victory, though, you don't want to turn the ball over in this game. And if anybody knows anything about Tecmo games, you got to use the good players. Okay, there's a couple players that are just dominant. Got to take advantage of those.
The game, yeah.
Yeah. Bo Jackson is in this game, so.
I mean, is he as dominant as Tecmo Super Bowl?
Not as much, but he's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I know. I've looked up a comparison between the two games, and I know this game is a little harder, a little different in the physics and the dynamics of the game. But it's the game I was most familiar with, generally, of like the series and everything. So I voted it first because I have played Tecmo Super Bowl.
Yeah, broad base of a game here. It's basically the same thing as Tecmo Super Bowl. I feel like thanks to Pigeon, Owl here, really, you may have gifted me a victory.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I mean, this is definitely a Jared win, but I figured I could scrape out a second.
Could be a strong second for you. Depending on how the key question is, when we flick that spinner thing, what does the bracket look like? That will determine a lot of points. And then the robot gave it a third place vote, so thanks to the robot for that.
I forgot about the robot vote.
Yeah, the robot vote. This is pretty basic game. Michael, any thoughts on this? You got anything?
The only thing I can think, because I just ducked it again, is I
Jesus.
saw that it was I saw that it was like a basic graphics game, so I thought
Okay.
maybe I'd have
Yeah.
It is
some kind of
pretty.
advantage
It's a
there.
primitive football game.
Yeah,
Log in here.
I don't know. I don't remember this. I don't remember what my thought
He-
process was here.
He just ducked it again, and when he
Yep.
ducked it, it ducked right back. I'm gonna check out. Give me a second here. We're gonna find what you guys didn't vote for. I can't remember.
What was my second place? What the hell was I doing?
Let me analyze the results here.
Yeah, I mean, arcade sports. I'm sure it's a bunch of shit that we would have no idea how to play. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was. Where the. Wait a second. No, arcades. The category's bigger than that. So Michael went with, because you voted as Highway Chicken, correct? That was your name
Correct.
on it? Yes, okay.
Yes.
So Tecmo Bowl was number 1. Wipeout 2097, an arcade racing game, is number 2. You went Hot Wheels Beat That, number 3. NASCAR Dirt to Daytona, number 4. And ATV Off-Road Theory 2, number 5.
Now I remember this category a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my thought
I
process
remember-
was those other racing ones you guys would be dominant in.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. It's gonna hurt
I think
you.
I voted. What's the? What was the one? What was the third one again?
Hot Wheels.
Yeah, I think I voted Hot Wheels high because we had a good experience playing that Hot Wheels
Yeah, you voted that
computer
too.
game.
And then NASCAR Dirt to Daytona 3 for you. But
Yeah.
there we go. I mean, Tecmo Bowl. Going to be a lot of this game sucks when we play this bad boy.
Yeah, I mean Tecmo Super Bowl. It's not like other football games. It's very like. It's not quite a button masher, but the physics are nowhere near what it would be like to actually like run a person around. Like you can definitely. You could do some stupid shit in that game.
Yeah, it's actually an easy game to pick up and play, but it's also a game where if you play somebody that has skill in the game and knows the techniques, you can get packed pretty badly. So
Yeah.
yeah, and we see Chicken there. He's not happy with it. So we're gonna move on to game 2 here. Game 2, Bomberman Jetters
Of course.
on the GameCube.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean a Bomberman game. Classic VGO shit.
Yeah, they don't normally
Classic
do
fun one. Yeah.
They normally don't do well in the voting though. But here we are.
It hasn't updated for me. I don't think I voted it high.
You voted it 5th.
Yeah, I did not want to play this game, and I forget exactly why. I think because like I knew you fucking assholes would vote it high. And I just wanted to tank it.
Yeah. So I'll just go through the stats real quick. Party game. It'll be obviously all 4 of us playing at the same time. Right now, Chicken is in. Lovin is in at the top of the history here with 20 points in the party game genre. And my keys to victory: don't panic, because it's Bomberman, and it's very easy to get kind of panicky and blow yourself up.
Yeah, that's what I just don't like the. Do we have any stats specifically on Bomberman games? Because we played like a shitload of them.
No, we've probably played it 3 times now. A Bomberman game.
Yeah, I think that I got lucky like one time, and then the last time we played, I think I remember being very frustrated.
Yeah, the thing about Bomberman, and even in my voting, is that you just don't know. I could easily finish 4th. I could easily finish 1st. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And in that respect,
that
like
makes
it's
it fun,
it's a
though.
good yeah, that's actually good for me and Owl, because it's a toss up. It's not like a sure Chauncey or Jared win.
Yeah, it's just not. It's not something. There's probably skill in the game, but we don't play the Bomberman games enough to have strategy or technique yet.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
I also voted it low because it's on the GameCube, and I'm not a fan
Yes.
of the GameCube controller.
Yeah, on the GameCube. But the voting, it did well. Besides you, it did well against everything else. So I voted it second, Chicken first, Owl first, and Robot with a nice second place vote. Robot was big into it. And it beat out, in the voting, it beat out a game called Rectangle Battle on the Dreamcast, which is like a
That looked
homebrew.
dumb. That looked dumb as shit.
It beat out Wetrix. It beat out football on the ColecoVision, and it beat out a game that would have caused controllers to break, Choo Choo Rocket.
Yeah, I'm not playing fucking Choo Choo Rocket.
That would have been, Choo Choo Rocket would have wrecked a controller.
What did I vote? Choo Choo Rocket.
I gotta look again here.
I don't think I voted that high either. I think I voted for Wetrix.
You voted for Wetrix, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much more to say. It's a Bomberman game. It has a storyline in the actual game, but we're just going to play the regular Bomberman mode.
Now, Cowboy Kitchen in the chat says it's so miserable you can't get mad at it. So
it's not worms.
I don't know if was that
worms.
for Tecmo Bowl or Bomberman.
No.
I see.
No.
It's very easy to get mad playing Bomberman.
Yeah, it's not worms. Where you
it's
can't
not
get
worms.
Can't get mad at worms. I like Bomberman games. I don't like them in the VGO though.
I don't know why there's like 15 of these games. Like this is one we've never played, right?
Yeah, this is one we never played. I will give you the number of Bomberman games we have in a second. You're gonna shit your pants.
Yeah, like how many of these did they make?
A lot.
Yeah.
And we have 24 of them.
That's
wow.
That's fucking
really?
dumb as shit. Why do they need 24 Bomberman games? That's why they keep fucking coming up, because there's so many of them.
Yeah, no, it's gonna always pop. It's what they made so many of them. Just every console would get like 3 or 4 of them. And like obviously I have a way to accumulate these now. So I have. And some of them have like different features that are better than others. We'll see how this one plays. I mean, we know the basic core gameplay, but there'll be something a little bit different in each and every one of them.
There we go.
Yep, so that's Bomberman Jetters. It's a Bomberman game.
It's a Bomberman game.
So miserable you can't get mad at it. And now moving to game 3. You guys went with Power Pigs. You voted for Power Pigs of the Dark Age.
You know, the only reason that
Power Pigs, yes, because it's called Power Pigs.
Well, isn't it on the NES?
It's on the SNES, yeah.
On the SNES, yeah. I just like the SNES as a console.
This got a lot of votes because it's named Power Pigs of the Dark Age. Power Pigs.
It's a platformer?
It's a platforming game. I don't know if it's going to be a score format or a speed run. This is going to be one where we're going to have to figure it out.
We're going to bitch about it.
Because I don't even... Listen, I have played Power Pigs, and it is a frustrating game.
Wonderful.
Chicken doesn't like it.
It'll probably be a score thing because it has several mechanics that could make you slow down. And we talked about luck earlier, but I think this could be a game where somebody gets unlucky. So we voted for Power Pigs. The genre, it's a tight genre, right? Chicken, pigeon, and goose here. We're all fighting for glory and power in the platformer genre.
I just don't have the history with platformers. I never grew up with those.
You're not very good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that I am playing that well in platformers across the board, because there are some that I have not been very good at.
Yeah, but you
to
still
see that on average I've actually been decent at them is interesting.
Yeah. You know what? Chicken makes a good point in the comments here. You're not very good at platformers, Al, but you voted this one first. Once
Well, all
again,
the other
questionable
what were the
voting.
other games?
You
The
gotta
fact
look at
that
what
this
else was in the.
Owl, I think, is the reason this was first because none
Yeah.
of us really gave a shit about it. Like the
Yeah.
fact that this got
Well-
first and it had 3/3 in the voting.
Yeah, so the voting was tight. So second place was Dave Mira 2, which had a first, a second, a third, and 2/4. Third place was a very good platformer on the Saturn called Liquid Kids that got 3/3, a fourth, and a fifth. And then tied for fourth place was a SpongeBob platformer on the Xbox with a first, a third, 2/4, and a fifth. And finally,
I think I voted that SpongeBob decently high.
And in an incredible split of voting, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 on the GameCube got 2 firsts and 3 fifths.
Oh, that sucks.
And
I guess the robot gave it a fifth.
Yeah, the robot gave it a fifth, and I gave it a fifth.
You gave it a fifth. I would have thought Michael gave it a fifth.
Oh, I definitely gave it a
Michael
fifth.
gave it a fifth, 3/5.
Oh, 3/5. Okay.
I mean, it's I've been struggling in Tony Hawk's. So I was hoping we would get Liquid Kids because that's a good game, and I streamed it on the channel, and it was a great game on the channel. But we didn't. We got Power Pigs.
So what is the possible group team game from this category? Is it Tony Hawk or is
Dave Mira?
Dave Mira, fuck.
So keys to victory. You definitely, much like Mega Man, gonna need to learn that level throughout your runs and pacing. If you go too fast, this game is not a speedy platformer. So if you get out ahead of yourself, you get killed. And this game will kill you.
So do you think we're going to play it as a longest to survive?
I think it'll be a score based thing.
Okay, so we're going to argue about who's running up the score.
Well, fortunately, I think the first level of this game, you probably can't harvest score.
Yeah.
And it's not an easy game.
We'll see what controversy comes up.
I would agree with Chicken that there's a good chance he's going to win this. I don't think there will be any RNG, but it's just not a very good game. It's Power Pigs.
Yeah, I gotta look it up. I saw platformer SNES. I was like, all right, that's probably that and Tony Hawk. I think I voted.
This is definitely not Super Mario World. This is not Super Castlevania.
Yeah.
This is not Yoshi's Island. Okay.
It's Power Pigs.
Random number generator.
Yeah, random numbers.
Yeah.
That's the random number generator in Mega Man is why you fucking scored all the health.
Yes.
Chicken. But yeah, that looks like shit. Seeing it on the screen, that fucking Power Pigs.
Did you duck that?
I did not duck it, Michael.
That's too
I
bad.
did not, unfortunately.
He
I figured it was a game about maybe a platformer where you're a cop.
Yeah.
And you have to go beat up black people or something. I don't know.
There is a donut in the name.
There is actually, you do eat donuts in the game. So
I thought that was a pig nose from here.
This may be
see it on my screen.
This may be a thinly veiled reference.
Power Pigs.
Yeah. That's what you got in Mega Man. Yep. So again, questionable voting from Al, and now we're playing Power Pigs. Could have been playing Liquid Kids, which is a great game.
Could have been playing Tony Hawk, which is a game that we're all familiar with at the very least.
Liquid Kids would have been great. It's like Bubble Bobble. Good game.
That doesn't help me. God damn it. Pepper, fucking get down.
It's better than Power Pigs, I can tell you that. All right, well, that's Power Pigs, and I'm just going to keep saying that name. What did Chicken wants to know?
Power Pigs.
Chicken wants to know what he voted first in this category. I believe Tony Hawk.
Yeah, if it was 2 firsts and 3 fifths, then it was me and Chicken first.
Yeah,
for Tony Hawk.
Wait, no, Chicken voted Tony Hawk 5th, which means the robot voted Tony Hawk first.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, the robot. Unbelievable voting by the robot. Chicken voted first the SpongeBob game.
So the SpongeBob game, I think I voted first or third because I had a SpongeBob platformer for the PC, and I figured it might be similar or the same game.
You gave SpongeBob a 4th. You went.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Power Pigs is your second. Dave Mirra.
Maybe
was
I
your
looked
third.
it up and saw it was not the same.
Yeah,
because I remember having that thought, like, oh, I wonder if it's the PC SpongeBob platformer.
Well, all I got to say is when we play Power Pigs, don't complain to me about the game. You guys did this to yourself. You get what you deserve.
Power Pigs.
The robot tried to save you.
The robot wanted us to fucking play Tony Hawk.
Yeah, we're playing Power Pigs. And I'll tell you what, it'll be great for the channel. It'll be the only channel that's ever streamed Power Pigs.
That's probably true.
Moving on to game 4. What garbage shit did you guys vote for here? Tekken Tag Tournament. Okay, that's one we all know.
All right, there we go. There we go. Owl Chicken gave it a 4th.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Chicken. This is one of the best games ever made.
The Tekken Tag. I'll just go through the basic stuff before we talk about it. 3D fighting. Obviously, we'll play a round robin as we've been playing a round robin. Past competitions, never played this in the VGO, but we've played it in many sleepovers.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. Do we want to do Tekken Tag Tournament, or do we want the competition to be Tekken Bowl?
Well, in the video game Olympics sheet of games, Tekken Bowl is its own game.
Oh, okay.
No, we're playing Tekken Tag Tournament the Fighter.
Well, it's still a great game. And I'm saying that I will... There's no way I'm getting better than third in this game, and I'm still excited to play it.
Just remember you said that.
Yes, there's no fucking way. I'm going to get my ass kicked in this game.
The 3D fighting...
I love to play it.
The 3D fighting genre, again, this is closely contested. Chicken, Owl, and myself all kind of banging around in this category.
Neck and neck, yeah.
And
which is... That's very surprising that Owl has done that well.
Owl has gotten some hype on fighting games in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's always a crapshoot. I put keys to victory, your movement, and if you can find a good combo, we know what happens when you make some good combos happen. You win a fighting game.
I think what me and Jared have going for us in this game is familiarity with the characters and what they bring to the table.
Yeah, but honestly... I played as Gunjack so many times because his name is Gunjack that I don't really know if Gunjack is a good character or not.
Yeah, I've played as True Ogre a whole hell of a lot.
That's right, True Ogre. And, Yoshimitsu would never actually lose in real life because he has a fucking sword. But,
yeah, I think there's a lot of... I love when they... and it's the trope in all of these games, like a 5'1" little Japanese woman goes up against some like half lion, half fucking like rhinoceros and kicks its ass. In real life, that Asian woman is getting steamrolled every time by that fucking lion man.
Yeah, I mean, this is not my favorite game, and I know we have knowledge of it, but I'm not too particularly. I don't know what's going to happen in this one.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I think we'll have fun doing it.
As far as my own personal performance, I don't know what I'm going to bring to the table here. Other games in the category, there's a game called Three Dirty Dwarves on the Saturn, which is a very good game. Would have liked
I
to have
looked it
seen
up.
that. Yeah, cool game.
I was intrigued, but not enough to vote well. I think I voted that poorly.
There was a game called. No, you actually voted Three Dirty Dwarfs second.
Oh, really?
There's a game called Blast Corps on the N64, which was also pretty cool. Didn't make it. Dr. Muto on the Xbox, a game that I didn't want to be played. And this category did have Smash on it.
Yeah, I think I tanked Smash.
Yeah, I tanked Smash as well. Michael, did you tank Smash?
I don't remember. I think I might have put that higher.
I have no interest in ever playing
Michael
Smash
voted
again.
Smash first.
So it got two firsts. Because Chicken voted for Smash.
Chicken voted Smash first. Yeah. I think what really hurt Smash was the robot giving it a fourth.
Yeah,
the robot.
There we go.
The robot. You just you never know what the robot's going to do.
The robot has been a good addition, because there are games like that where like two people are going to vote it first and two people are going to go vote it second or vote it fifth, and then it just gets like lost in the middle.
Well, the reason why we needed the robot for this really is to keep the voting from being, as you kind of said there, super predictable. The robot does throw a wrench in the mix, so you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Tekken. I see the comments here by Chicken that we will not have fun. I don't know. We might have fun.
That was for the last game, I think.
No, that's for this.
Is that this one? Oh.
For Tekken.
Yeah. I will say I think we will be scared at least during portions of the game. I know Pigeon's coming in with low expectations, but we know what happens when the game starts.
If I get even like a whiff of victory, I'm gonna be so fucking mad if I
don't even say it needs to be a whiff of victory, because you could have a game where you don't even hit the other player, and then you'll be mad because that happened.
Well, that would be a different kind of frustrating. But yeah, that
well, it's all the same to us, Dave.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna get my ass kicked in this game. I think it's gonna go Chicken, or I think it's gonna go Goose, Chicken, Owl, and then me.
Interesting prediction.
I think Owl's gonna upset me in Tekken Tag Tournament.
I don't know. We'll see.
Now, we're gonna do the tag tournament, so we get to pick two people, right?
I believe that's how. I think that's how it works. Yeah.
You could tap in and out and switch characters through the game, so you could actually choose strategically two characters that have different traits. So you could choose one person, just pummel them in the beginning, and then you tap out and another person finishes or something. Like, you need to know the characters well enough. Yeah. And that's the only thing I think me and Jared have going for us is that we know the characters.
I'm telling you right now, I don't know the characters well enough. Unknown. There's an unknown character.
Right? There's a character called Unknown.
We beat him because Dave and I played through Tekken Tag Tournament with cheats, but we played through it as a tag team.
Also, a great character name in this, Wang.
Yeah,
there's a character called Wang, and in a previous episode of the Bird Gang podcast, you hear an archival tape of me and Jared going through the character list and discovering Wang. Yeah,
Wang. Well, Tekken, and that Dave and I's playthrough of Tekken Tag Tournament unlocked Tecmo Bowl, so that was huge. That was huge for us.
We discovered the greatest mini game of all time, which, if you don't know, is just bowling. Like, you bowl as the characters from Tekken Tag Tournament. So you're like an 8-foot ogre thing, just like rolling a bowling ball.
You gotta like true ogre, just rolling a bowling ball. Yeah, there's a lot of great characters in here in this game. Don't forget Armor King.
Armor King.
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
That's the tiger head thing, right?
Yes.
That's what I was trying to think of. I couldn't remember the name.
What a terrible game. But we'll be ready to go for Tekken Tag Tournament. Nobody's going to have fun. But what I will say about the fighting of Tekken Tag Tournament is that Dave and I played it a lot to the point that we did beat it with cheats, but we beat it. And then instantly, once we unlocked Tekken Bowl, we only played Tekken Bowl.
Yeah. The chicken's right in the comments there. The Tekken Bowl is fantastic.
No, Tekken Bowl, I would say Tekken Bowl and then ColecoVision Bowling and Flat Out Bowling are my top 3 bowling video games.
Yeah.
Two of those are mini games.
Flat Out, another game where the mini games are much more fun. Like the mini game components are much more fun than the actual game itself.
As somebody who is 100%ed Flat Out 2, that game's actually amazing. But the mini games do add a lot to it.
We should stream one of those like Flat Out 10 mini game challenge or whatever the fuck it was, where you play like basketball, baseball.
That was fun.
Yeah.
We have in the past, and I'm sure we'll do it again. But on the channel this weekend, you'll see me playing those mini games because I am inspired by discovering that video today. So
yeah. Did you try it? Did you try that strat?
No, but I will do it on stream. So we'll see if that strat works. I think using that strat, we may be able to dunk or thunder dunk a 10, which is something that, as far as I can tell, has never been done.
To thunder dunk a 10, yeah.
Thunder dunk a 10.
The fact that you got a 10 without that makes me think that, yeah, you could expand on that.
Well, we got a 10 without using that strat, and I also read that another strat is to nudge right as the person ejects from the car. And we don't do that. We're late nudgers, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, I always nudge late.
That's a different video game than what we're talking about here. So we'll go to game 5. And here we are. 007, Agent Under Fire.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
007, Agent Under Fire. It came out before Nightfire.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not a good game.
It's not good. One of the more disappointing video games I've ever purchased.
Agent Under Fire is like the worst parts of GoldenEye, but none of like with the same graphics. Yeah, like it's worse than GoldenEye, but it's for the PS2.
It's got I always touch. Yeah, Chip's not happy about this. So I'll go through it. FPS genre, 4-player split screen, player history. Me and Chicken are neck and neck here, and you two in the back are also neck and neck. And keys to victory, weapon usage, and map knowledge. Yeah, I mean, it's Agent Under Fire has better graphics than GoldenEye. It doesn't seem to have the spirit to GoldenEye, and then it is just not as good graphically, and the gunplay isn't as good as Nightfire.
Well, I mean, you're comparing it to the greatest video game ever made, which is 007 Nightfire. But the Agent Under Fire, I remember the movement being kind of like stupid and slow, and I remember you don't have a great field of vision. Like it's hard to see around.
Weapons aren't as cool.
Yeah.
The thing is, for people in the chat, if you didn't like Nightfire because it's slow and stealthy and weird, you'll really not like this game.
Yeah.
It also has it doesn't have Pierce Brosnan as Bond. It just has like a generic Bond, which hurts the game.
You think? I thought Pierce Brosnan was on the front.
I don't think so. I'm almost certain. Now I gotta look it up. I remember having it.
I just looked it up. He's there.
It's Pierce?
Yeah, because this was. Oh no. It's just like a shadowy Bond.
No, it's not Pierce. Yeah, if it was Pierce, his face would be there. Yeah.
This must have been before he signed on to be Bond. But after
he was Bond, they just probably didn't get his rights.
Do you think when this come out? I guess PS2 would have been. Yeah, he would have been Bond by then.
Yeah.
It's kind of bad graphics for PS2, don't you think?
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan was Bond in 1995, so this game obviously was out.
Yeah.
The graphic, it's just not. The game is not as polished as it needs to be. The gunplay isn't great. I don't think we're not going to have fun with this one.
No, I don't remember having fun playing this game, and I think that I think the problem with it is that we're so used to Nightfire that it's just different enough from Nightfire that it makes it difficult for us to play it. If it were just like if we had never played Nightfire, we'd probably have no problem playing this game.
Yeah, it's one of those games though where if it's Dave says it's just different enough, but it's just similar enough to Nightfire that if a game's similar to another game but worse in every measurable way,
yeah,
you're gonna hate it.
Yeah, no, that's what I like. It's similar enough that you expect it to be Nightfire, but it's not Nightfire in every way that matters.
Yeah, you would hope, and I'm sure our hope as kids. I'm sure our hope as kids when we got this game, and I think my hope was when we bought it on this. We bought this on a snow day. Was that this was going to be like another, like in a way, an expansion pack of Nightfire, where like, hey, it's just a different Nightfire, and it's not.
Yeah, different maps and weapons or something.
Yeah.
We were always looking for lightning to strike twice.
It just didn't happen with this one. And on that extremely freezing January day when we bought this piece of shit, we were let down.
Yeah, same with what was the other one? From Russia with Love?
Well, From Russia with Love, we can go into this. I think it's actually a good game.
No, it is a good game because every time I played it since, I think we just were expecting different things from it, but I think it's a good game.
Yeah, our expectation was it was going to be Nightfire 2.0, and when it was a third-person shooting game, we were tremendously let down, but it's actually good. This game, I don't think I'm going to leave, and a lot of times we play the VGO, and I will say, oh, that game wasn't that bad. I'm not going to say that after this one. I don't think.
Yeah,
Michael?
I think that the stats are also like, I mean, this is a Bond game, so I don't think Chicken is going to do especially well because he's so used to Halo, and Halo's like the anti-Bond.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. He has a point there. I would like to think that I could pull a win in this game, but we'll see. It's not Nightfire, so that will change things. Michael, what's your thoughts here? Michael might be the sleeper favorite here, to be honest.
I can see Michael doing well in it.
I can pull these kind of things out. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I was looking up From Russia with Love. That's the one that my brother and I used to play that one a lot, actually.
It's a good game.
That was a good one. I agree with that. It's very different than the other ones, like you guys were saying. But
it's
different from Nightfire.
It is in our. Well, that's just inaccurate in the chat, but From Russia with Love. From Russia with Love is in our video game Hall of Shame, which is a distinct place to be.
You know, we haven't inducted a class into the Hall of Shame in a long time.
Yeah, we haven't done a Hall of Fame class in a while, which we probably need to take a break with, just because we've put a lot of games in. But the Hall of Shame has not gotten a lot of inductees, and I think we've racked up some candidates.
Yeah, I think we can put fucking Road Chicken directly.
Put Freeway in the Hall of Freeway.
I disagree with you.
I don't know. Yeah, Freeway was fun.
Vehemently disagree with that.
What was the game that we fucking like that we had a really hard time with last time?
Well, Pac-Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the original Pac-Man. Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah. But I don't think we're going to disrespect Pac-Man like that.
Well, that was not Pac-Man's fault. I think that's the controllers.
That was not. It was not Pac-Man's fault.
Here we go.
I'm not laying this at Pac-Man. Yeah, and I think when we voted for Pac-Man, we were thinking of Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, probably. And
that was Pac-Man.
I mean, Hall of Shame, that World Rally Championship game we played last year, dog shit.
Yeah, that's right.
And I won it, and I still was like, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, something else really sucks. Some platformer or something.
We've had a few that have sucked, but yeah, so those are the games. I'm going to show off the team games real quick for everybody, and we'll be good to go. And here are our team games. ATV Off-Road Fury 2, Doom 3, Blast Core, Dave Mirror 2, Football, and Wetrix.
So I mean, Michael, you know what we're playing.
Yeah, it's a toss-up. We've done well, and we've also lost it in the team game before. But
yeah, I think it's the one that like there's no way. All of the other ones are like a fucking no chance.
Yeah, agreed.
I think if for whatever reason it's me and Jared, we could absolutely just rape with Dave Mira.
Yeah, well, the thing is, every time we play an ATV off-road game, I win. So if I'm in the team game, I will play that and win.
Yeah,
that's why I tanked that game. If I'm, no, I must not have.
I would like to see
ATV
Doom 3. I would like to see Doom 3.
The only group that I could see picking Doom 3 if somehow it would be like somehow if you and Chicken
but got to choose
the team game, or if Michael and Chicken got to choose it.
Yeah, Michael.
I agree with that.
I'd like to
the
see
two of us could pull that off.
Doom 3 happen.
I mean, Doom 3 would be fun.
I could see you and Michael going with Football on the ColecoVision. As we all remember, Michael dominated in what I will call a similar game, baseball on the ColecoVision.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Michael.
I'd have to look it up. I don't know.
Had one of the most dominant baseball on the ColecoVision. I mean, football is as primitive as primitive games get. I mean, it is.
It's just squares moving around, right?
Yeah, it is squares moving around, much like baseball was. So
that's a possibility.
Those are your team games, yeah. Wetrix, I could see happen. What I will say, I don't know if you guys noticed this. This is the second week in a row. We're not playing a Dreamcast game.
Oh yeah, well I didn't even notice that we didn't play one last time.
Unless we play Wetrix, it could be another full round of no Dreamcast. Which is weird.
Those odds have got to be crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what the odds are, but there's a disproportionate amount of Dreamcast games in the Olympics. So
right. Well, I'd say my summary is that I don't feel super confident about this. I feel like this is a random set of games here, but that's what the Olympics is all about.
Just to tell everybody watching, there are 460 Sega Dreamcast games in our list.
Wow.
Now I will, to add to that for anybody wondering, since there weren't that many released, I did add, so every game that's in a compilation, there are many compilations on the Dreamcast, count as its own individual game in the Olympics, so that's where that number comes from. And
just homegrown games.
Yeah, homebrew games.
Imagine.
But the compilations really add up because there's 50-1 Neo Geo Dreamcast game things that are out there. So those all count as their own game because they're individual games. So
yeah.
Well, that's it. Any final thoughts?
I gave my summary.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see myself having as strong of a week as last time, but I could see pulling out a couple second places.
Well, I could see we've got some real toss-ups here, though. Power Pigs.
Yeah, sure. Power Pigs.
Who's going to win Power Pigs? Tekken can go to anybody. Agent Under Fire could. I mean,
a lot of toss-up.
If Dave has the week of his life, second in Tecmo Bowl, in Reach, probably we'll say. I mean, he could luck into. I could see Dave second in Tecmo Bowl, 4 wins. Every other game because Bomberman toss up,
You could say the same
Tekken-
thing about Michael. Like,
well, no, it could. Well, it could be Tekken. You have experience, button masher. We don't know
Yeah.
what's going to happen in Power Pigs. And what's the other one? I forgot the
Cowboy
other one.
Chicken's over here talking big game about the Power Pigs.
And what's the other
I'm
one?
finna crush Power Pigs. You
Agent
can
Under
eat my ass.
Agent Under Fire. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So realistically, I don't see Chicken winning Agent Under Fire just because it's a Bond game. So he probably can't get the four win run. I could see you or Michael doing it.
Yeah, I could see. So say I have the week of my life, and for some reason it ends up being like you and Michael in the team game, and you pick Wetrix, and me and Chicken just kick your ass in Wetrix.
Well,
I
that
think
would be
that'd
your
be
dream.
Hilarious.
That would not happen because I will pick
You'd
ATV off road.
well, with Michael, like
I don't
he
care
might
if
bring you down.
I don't
We've
care
done
if
that
he,
before, though.
I don't care
feel
if
like
he
it was him and I.
I don't care if he loses his race. I will win both of mine.
Right.
Oh yeah, I guess we'd do it whatever way you want.
Yeah. And I see the talk in the chat here. Maybe you will crush Power Pigs. We
Talking
don't know.
some big fucking game.
But I could also see the person in the chat quitting Power Pigs.
I'm gonna look up Power Pigs.
Power Pigs. All right. I mean, that's really the name of the day here.
Yeah, I predict. You know what I will predict? We're going to make a Pale Shadow song called Power Pigs, and you know what that's going to be about.
I think we know. Let's just look at this SNES long play here of Power Pigs. Beautiful downtown pig. That's the first level we're going to play. It's amazing.
Beautiful downtown pig.
I mean, this game, oh, God. This is going to be incredibly difficult. I can't wait till Dave sees this.
Yeah, I'm going to be pissed. Goddamn Power Pigs.
Yeah, it's going to be rough. All right, well, that's all we've got. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Yeet. Or
Yeah.
Macaw.
Yeet. Bird gang.
Ah.
Ah!